Me being a manager myself, I've never understood how managers, such as what Elon Musk is talking about doing. I've always took pride in letting my people subordinates know below me that anything I ask them to do, I'd be willing to do it myself. So this guy talking about putting people back in the office, taking them away from remote working. I mean, it's already been proven that you can be productive, remote workers, being able to spend more time with family and also, get a lot done, not having to drive back and forth to the brick and mortar. So I really don't know what this guy's up to, if he even knows what he's doing. Doesn't sound like he has much management skills because we're living in a different day and time. And even back in the day, ruling by fear didn't always push productivity. So hopefully those federal workers don't have to deal with this and more of a dictator, micromanager. So we'll see what happens. So what do you all think? Come on, you got to jump on this blue sky bandwagon. If you notice, I'm looking here. We have the day after the presidential election. If you see, social media landscape has been shaken up based on this article here. And if you look at some of the notes down here, it looks like they've grown about 1 million users a day for several days since Blue Sky CEO Jay Grabber interview with the NPR on Monday. This was after the election, the week after the election. So if you look here, like we were talking about, you think about the traffic on Blue Sky. They're saying that the ex competitor is based on their numbers. It was up 500% since the election. And so it's a matter of how they're going to handle this surge here. They did this article and looking through this thing, since rather than having one master algorithm and Elon Musk controlling everything, Blue Sky allows for a more personalized experience by default. And there are three main feeds. So basically, it looks like they're saying one shows you accounts you follow, another shows what friends follow and discover feed services post linked to your interests. So that's a little bit different than X. But man, we gotta get on this. So, Elon Musk has kind of been on a rampage and controlling. He started it off when he took over Twitter X or took over Twitter. His goal was to, you know, be less subjective and allow people to have their thoughts and not have uh, you know people taking over with all of their nonsense. But it seems like he kind of flipped it around and he started using it to his advantage as a tool for the election. And so, man, at some point, we got to kind of try to get away from that. Why should we support anything like that? Why should we support Elon Musk and his Twitter and his crazy uh, beliefs and some of the things? I don't know if you've heard some of the things he said, but yeah, let's get with this blue sky thing here. I'm pushing it. Trying to get other people to push it. Let's make the switch. I've already created my account, got some followers. Trying to get some of my peeps from Twitter X to come over. Stuff like this. Cited by CNN Monday, February 27th. And when he supports Dilbert, like he goes out of his way to support others that are just come off with racist tirades, and just seems like everything is so one-sided with groups of people through the mud. I mean, look at this article. He defended this Dilbert guy who basically Adams called Black Americans a hate group and suggested that white people should get the hell away from them. Like that's not only stereotype, but I mean you put not all people in one group. Adams effectively encouraged segregation in a shocking rant on his YouTube channel. His comments came in response to a poll from the conservative firm. Uh, was it the report said that about 53% of black Americans agree with the statement? It's okay to be white. I mean, look at this. In response to the tweet about the controversy, Twitter own Mr. Musk said Sunday that the media is racist. He didn't criticize Adams' comment. So Instead of criticizing Adams' comments, knowing it was wrong, he more or less flips the script and supports him. Same thing happened with the elite college and high schools in America. Musk wrote, maybe they can try not being racist. So hate speeches on Twitter. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. I can point out some more here. But, it's basically just this is an opportunity for people to have their voice. People have talked about moving from Twitter X for a long time now. Now that you have Blue Sky, hey, go for it. Blue Sky seems to have some great things going. Here's another one. Who remembers this one? Who remembers this tweet by Elon Musk? Let's see here. So he had talked about black pilots and just ignorant statements. Like, to put this into context, the HBCU IQ averages are within 10 points of the threshold for what is considered borderline intellectual impairment, while the point pilots IQ averages are within 10 points of what is considered intellectually gifted. I mean, Elon Musk saying stuff like it'll take an airplane crashing and killing hundreds of people for them to change the crazy policy of DIE. Basically, these comments from what's this Delaware Live source, and basically saying that their program, the Aviate program, is world class, and we're proud to be significant partners in that regard. And understand them and other airline partners as uniquely committed not only to preparing the aviation industry for what is the significant shortage in pilots, but doing so with special emphasis on people of color and women, which is a strong objective in their view, and one that he can completely applaud. But these types of accusations, he basically echoes, silliest yet most persuasive prejudges and narratives that have always sought to oppress population to preserve the power of another, Allen said. Consider that American history tells the tale of one immigrant wave oppressing the next and the next in favor of its own. And Black Americans have been here all the while, withstanding, transcending, and soaring despite the pressure to remain earthbound forever. So, qualified is qualified. Never mind they came from an HBCU, but if they're qualified like any other pilot, then, why all of this discussion and racist comments and grouping everybody into one group, talking about the intelligence and IQ of a group of individuals? It's ridiculous, man. So again, we're supporting X Twitter. Why? The way he behaves and talks, and as you can see, so I'm pushing Blue Sky. I'm not just necessarily to down X, but just because Blue Sky seems like it's a pretty good platform for people to change over to. So again, looking at some of the benefits here of Blue Sky. In the meantime, I got my coffee. Shot time represent water. Some Wingstop. But basically, um, Blue Sky gives users more control through its decentralized model. This means that instead of relying on single companies like X to manage the data and content, users can control their own information, interactions more independently. X, on the other hand, is more essentially managed platform. i.e., Elon Musk, with more built-in features but less user autonomy. So, I mean, you can't schedule posts directly from Blue Sky like you can. Or actually, you must post in real time, which is cool, unless you use an external tool like Social Beam. So, so some of the good things, I suggest you all go out and get your Blue Sky account, set it up, go get you a Blue Sky account. So if you look at the difference, basically Blue Sky and Twitter, so you see this uh, matchup, if you want to call it, who basically what I was talking about before. Blue Sky is more decentralized social network. Um, I think the probably the funniest thing about this is that Blue Sky doesn't have the verification badges on, and you got to think about, yeah, that was kind of cool. They put that on Twitter, but yeah, people had badges paid for, but you still had them people with badges were able to troll because they can put whatever name they want, whatever face they want on their account, and still troll people. So those badges, yeah, I don't know what that really showed, but everybody was getting the verification badge to the point where it minimized the effect of it or the weight of it. Looking at Blue Sky reasons to jump over. Um, see the moderation systems features. Basically, Blue Sky constantly reviews and evolves its content moderation to maintain a respectful and safe online environment. It combines user-driven reporting with human and automated review processes to address content concerns. Here's some other things here. Blue Sky, any user can report content or other accounts that violate the platform's guidelines through report and review system. So, to report anything, you can use that system. But basically, I mean, I think it's a good deal. I'm just telling everybody just go out and get a Blue Sky account. You know, um, human moderators then review each report. Basically, what they're talking about. If you get if you get any violation from the platform guidelines, or if you see anyone doing any violations, like you said, Blue Sky is ever evolving as they get more users. They're stepping it up and creating more things to it, add more features to it. So let's see here, what else? Interaction and control features. Beyond reporting, this is a moderation list. Beyond reporting, users can also create lists to block or mute other accounts and content. These lists can be community driven, providing collective control over the content seen on the feed. So here's my Blue Sky account here. I mean, some of these people I follow, the Athletic on Twitter, got about 136.8K followers already. So there's quite a few people over here already. So come on over. Let's see here. I've already got some. Let's see here. You know, just kind of looks like a Twitter clone, but it's not run by Elon Musk. So discovery, a lot of different features here. All these people are popping up because these are the people I follow. I don't have that many followers. I mean, I only have 9 followers. I'm following 17 people. Only have 15 posts. So you can follow me here. Come follow me. But yeah, check it out. I'm looking forward to all of the good things they're going to do here. Mark Cuban's on here. 568.6K followers already. Doing Mark Cuban things. So check it out. Some Lakers fans on here. 2.8K followers. They are all, this guy's on Twitter, was on Twitter, so they're here. Lakers Nation was on Twitter. Also, 3.4K followers here on Blue Sky. So come check it out. I'll have more details. We'll talk about it a little more. Just